Now, this racism thing, this disturbs me because I know what's happening there. There's a guy at the Washington Post named Eugene Robinson. He does this all the time. If you object to anybody that he likes, and this is a far left guy, so if you criticize somebody he likes, and it's a person of color, right, then immediately you're a racist. And that's what this guy trades on, and he has for years. So he's doing that. Maureen Dowd, and we're going to talk to Juana Mary Catherine about her, she did it Sunday. But if you look at the 75,000, and Bernie asked me in a commercial break where that stat came from, ladies and gentlemen, it came from the fire officials in Washington, D.C., whose charge it is to basically know how many people are in the city in case something bad happens and they got to get places. So 75 is the number they're using. However, if it continues, and there were very few African Americans at the rally, it's really hard to say how many Hispanics, but very few African Americans. If it continues, the Obama presidency is going to come down to race, even though the president doesn't want it to. That's the direction this is all heading.
Yeah, let me take this from a media point of view. More and more, as criticism increases against President Obama's policies, more and more we're going to hear people who are critics called racists. And you know what? I'm sick of it. And a lot of people watching us right now are sick of it. In a country of 320 million, are there some racists? Yes. But a lot of liberals, an awful lot of liberals, who supposedly don't want to see race in anything, they love the fact that Barack Obama is a black man because, in addition to the historical significance, because anytime you criticize his policies, you run the risk of being called by them a racist. Here's the bulletin. Barack Obama is not the black president of the United States. We don't have such a title in this country. He's the president of the United States. And he can be praised as the president, and he can be criticized as the president, and none of us should have to worry that we're going to be called a racist because we criticize his policies.
Yeah, but that's what they're doing. That's what the far left, the committed left, is doing. They're saying, look, we can damage people.
And we can't stand for it.
Well, what do we do?
Well, we talk about it like this, and I'll tell you, you're not going to hear this. You're not going to have this discussion on. Should I tick off all the other networks? You won't hear this discussion.
Oh, you'll never hear it on. All right, so but do you think that people should write the Washington Post and say, listen, you've got a guy, Eugene Robinson, writing on your op-ed page who consistently calls people racist with whom he disagrees? I think that would be effective. I think everybody should write a letter to the Washington Post and say that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, and then put Bernie's return address on the envelope, please.